I don't know why it was tripping on me, but we are live. We are back in the building. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm excited on tonight. I took a little break. I took a little hiatus. I was gone for a week. I know you guys probably missed me. You're probably like, where's she at? Where's Lady V? But for those of you who do not know me, I am Lady V. I am the love coach. I'm excited to bring you real content, real discussion, real authentic, just love and acceptance on all of my platforms. You can find me on Instagram at Lady B Taught Me. You can find me on Facebook as well as YouTube, and I'm streaming on all platforms on tonight. So we will be discussing on tonight what makes a man marriage material. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I saw a post earlier this week. Everybody was talking about Kevin Samuels and him passing away, and a lot of the messages that he put out there was a little harsh towards the women. We know that he tried to help the demographic, the African American demographic. We know that, right? Hey, girl, hey, we know that he tried his best, right? But sometimes you can have the right intention and the wrong delivery, right? So everybody can agree that the delivery was a little bit harsh, right? We can all agree on that. But it was really an untimely death, right? We really was looking at this man who really put himself up on a pedestal, right? He had he had the followers, right? Millions of followers on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. He had the finances, right? He had the swag, he had the look. Everybody was tuning in. Everybody wanted to see and hear what he had to say, right? He was talking about women were not fit, women were not, high value because they didn't have, certain things. So everybody was tuning in, right? We wanted to know, what was this man talking about? What was driving him to come up with these topics discussing our image and how we're supposed to look and who we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to carry ourselves. And I will always have this discussion with my husband. Me and him been married for 17 years, but we will always have the discussion where it would come up, topics would come up about, a woman's dress size, and for me, when I got married, mind you, I was a size zero. Right now, as a full figure woman with three kids, you know what I'm saying, a marriage that I've been in for 17 years, I am no longer a size zero, you guys. Like, I am a size 10, maybe, but when those women would tell them what his dress size was, it seems to diminish their appearance, just by their dress size. And I was just like, wow, just because somebody's not a size 2 or 4 does not make them any less attractive. It does not make them less attractive. It doesn't make them less educated. It doesn't make them less marriage material because their dress size is a little on a bigger side. I, on the other hand, was always on the smaller side growing up. I was very athletic. I did a lot of just walking, and that was like my exercise. Like, I wasn't into like any type of sports or anything like that, but I was always skating. I was always riding a bike. I was always like running around playing as a child, right? So my genetic makeup was always on the slender side. And as I became an adult, I would literally like pray to get weight. I would pray and be like, you know what? I want to gain some weight. Like, I want to be, I want to have, this full figure. I want to be cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing against my size. I have nothing against people who are smaller. But growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would literally feel like, dang, like I'm shopping in the kids section. I'm getting my undies out of the junior department. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to wear some of the nicer, things that I would see out there, and I was like, shoot, I ain't got no hips, I ain't got no butt, and all these things. And then all of a sudden you start to develop, and that's what I want us to understand, that just because you look a certain way doesn't necessarily mean that you are not attractive, doesn't mean that you are less of value. Just because you have your degree or you don't have your degree does not make you any less valuable. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to come on here. I want you guys to talk to me. I talk back. You guys can leave your comments. I will be sure to shout you out. China, I love you, girl. Thank you so much for always supporting me. Those of you who are on the broadcast, no matter if you're on Facebook or YouTube, you can leave your comments. I will see your comments and I will respond back to you. This is a platform that I've created I created this platform out of trial and error. I have been a part of so many different companies and organizations where I was always the person in the back doing everything for everybody. And I was like, you know what? I want to create a platform where I get to speak my mind and speak my truth, right? And I always say, your truth is not someone else's truth. So be careful in what you say and what you put out. But I wanted to be an inspiration to people because for me, I did not see that in the world. Here I am, a married woman, an African American woman, mother, going after my dreams and my aspirations, and I didn't have no model, right? I didn't have nobody to look to. I did not have no encouragement. Everybody that was married was getting divorced. Everybody that was divorced was going on to their second marriage or not marrying. So I had to literally become the voice for myself and then for my future generation, right? For my daughter and my daughter's children and their children as they come up and grow up, right? But still, I'm living in a society and I'm living in a demographic where it's just so much information and it is just so much opinions from everybody. Everybody's opinionated, right? Everybody has something to say about your life and what you should be doing, how you should look, how you should feel, who you should be dating, what you should wear, how you should wear your hair. You see my hair? I literally twisted my hair up last night and I was like, I am not about to take my hair down for this broadcast. They're gonna get Lady V the way they get Lady V. And this is just how I am. I'm a comfortable type of person. I feel that how I am on here is how I am in real life. And so if you ever met me in real life, you ever talked to me, you ever bumped into me, you're gonna get the person that you see every day. This is me. Like I literally I love how I am. I love my life and I love that I can come on here and be raw and be authentic with you guys. If I would have jumped on a live with Mr. Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, looking the way I am, he would have been like, oh no, you got cornrows. These ain't even cornrows. These is twists. You got cornrows, you got lashes on, you got earbuds, you got on a jumpsuit. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably would have just dismissed me altogether, not even hearing what I had to say. So I want everybody to take a step back and stop judging people by their appearance. Stop judging people and stop making people feel that they're worthless, they're no good, they're a skank, they're a scoochie, they're a hoe, they're a lower value because of the way they look. I mean, you can come out, I can be on here right now. Somebody may be watching me somewhere in the world and they may be like, oh my God, this girl's just like, she's like ghetto. She looks like Queen Latifah, like, and set it off. You know what I'm saying? She about to set something off, right? But you don't understand. Like I'm a mom, I'm a wife. Like I'm chilling. We chilling on a Thursday night, right? And we're on here because I want to talk to you guys about what makes a man husband material. We hear a lot about women and what we are supposed to do, what we're supposed to bring to the table. But let's flip it and reverse it. Okay, let's talk about what makes a man husband material because it's so many men out there who are portraying this role, this dominant role, right? They have the bag, they have the money, they well endowed people out here. I mean, y'all talk about penises like all day and night as if that's the only thing that a man has to bring to the table, right? So with all of that to the side, his money, his package, what else makes him husband material? You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I have to only reflect on my experience. You know what I'm saying? My experience when I was dating people, when I was talking to potential suitors, right? And potential husband mates or husband people that I would potentially look for in a husband. And none of them was checking off the boxes. Like none of them. I would literally have conversations with men or boys back in the day because I got married at 18. So anybody younger than 18 is a boy, right? So I literally would have these conversations with them. And then the first thing I would say is, I want to get married, right? I would just talk about, in general that I want to get married. And they would literally laugh and be like, ain't nobody going to marry you. Who's going to marry you? Like this was back in 2001, 2002, when there was no social media. There was no Instagram. There was no filters. There were no Snapchats. There was no TikTok. There was no Facebook. There was none of that, right? 2001, 2002. Just getting out of high school, becoming a woman, right? Becoming my own independent woman. I'm going to college looking for a suitor, right? And I hear these conversations all these niggas want to do, and excuse me for my French, but all these dudes wanted to do was smash. All they wanted to do was get the cookie and head out, right? And I had got to a point in my life where I was like, you know what, like I'm tired of like the back and forth. I'm tired of giving so much of my attention and my time to these guys, and they're not giving me nothing in return. So why are we like, are you ready to marry? And that should be your conversation, ladies and gentlemen. When you're out there looking for a suitor, looking for someone to court, book plug. Let me plug my book. No More Bad Apps. Have a Happy Marriage by Morning. Yeah, your girl wrote that. So yeah, go ahead and get it. It's on Amazon. They were just staring at me. I have to. And then my other book that I wrote, Crown of Beauty. Make sure you guys get that on Amazon as well. This is my life story. So this story I'm telling you is literally in the book, right? So I'm looking for the right guy, the perfect gentleman, the bae, you know what I'm saying? The bae to my bae, right? And I'm out here searching, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times we as women, we have to realize that it's not for us to chase anyone. I saw a quote that said, just like the sperm goes to the egg, a woman shouldn't be chasing a man. And I was like, dang, like she said it like that. But that is honest to God truth. Like it's not for us to be out here chasing anybody. Like if we're looking, it's okay to look. I mean, you can be in a grocery store and you can be looking, you know what I'm saying? Observing. You can be at the mall, you can be at Walmart, you can be at church, you can be at wherever, right? The library. You know, you checking them out. Okay, I see him. Oh, he cute. Okay, hey. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to your checklist, right? Make sure you get your little pencil, little paper, because we're gonna do a little checklist tonight. Be thinking about what it is that you truly want in a man. So before we talk about what we do want, right? Because I don't want to label anybody. I don't want to put people in like a category or make you feel like you have to live up to these standards. Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, what we're not looking for. This is not, okay, listen, we are not, somebody said they needed a godly man. Okay, number one, she said she needed a godly man. Okay, so let's talk about what we're not looking for. A man that's husband material should not leave you confused. Ladies, I need you to check in tonight. I need you to stop what you're doing. I need you to get off of Instagram. I need you to focus on what we're talking about. The man that you're talking to, the man that you feel like, oh my God, he's gonna be my husband, he's gonna be my everything, like he's gonna be my baby daddy, like all of this stuff, right? First of all, he should not leave you confused. If you have to wonder if you're sister number one, girlfriend number one, if you're the main or the side, like if you're going back and forth and you don't know where you fit in this man's life, in his reality, then that's just red flags. Check out. It's time to check out. It is time to check out. Check him off the list and check out because he should not leave you confused. When I was looking for a man to date, I mean it was a couple of people out there, you know what I'm saying, that I thought were the one, but I realized like they just left me confused. You know, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm depending on you. I'm putting all my trust and confidence in you. I'm loving you. I'm giving you everything that I have, right? I'm giving you all of me and you're giving me nothing at all. Like I'm totally confused. What are we doing, right? So he shouldn't leave you confused. He definitely should not leave you unloved. Okay, ladies? I literally talked to someone who told me that they had never been in love before. I'm like, what are you doing? How are you operating in this world if you've never been loved before? They would say I never been in love. I never said I love you. I never felt that. What is that? What does it feel like? And I'm like, oh my goodness, like that is the saddest thing ever. So if he's leaving you confused and unloved, ladies, listen. It does not take a long time to know if you're his wife or not. If a man can love a dog and get his dog shots and buy his dog some food. And I mean, you see these posts out here with these pit bulls. If he can do all of that for a dog, if he can literally go out of his way and make room in his life for a canine, then he could definitely make room for you. So if you're feeling unloved and unwanted and you're not feeling like you're heard, then that is your instincts, your natural woman instincts in you saying, this is not going to work. This is not the one. You need to check out. Secondly, okay, confused, unloved. Third, you should not feel alone. You should not feel alone. You should not feel like, oh my God, it's 7 o'clock at night. I have not heard from this man since 9 o'clock this morning. Like I literally, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who he's with. All I know is he called me at 9 o'clock or he texted me at 9, and here it is 7:47, and I'm just feeling like alone. You know what I'm saying? He should not have you feeling alone. If you're in a relationship with someone, you should not feel alone. Baby girl, baby boy, you should not feel alone. Why do you feel alone? You should not, I mean, you might as well be alone if you're going to be in a relationship and you're going to feel those feelings. You might as well just be by yourself. I mean, what are we doing? Why are we playing these games? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and wait for a phone call. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and wait for you to take me out on a date. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for you to buy me, you know what I'm saying, a gift or some flowers and make me feel love. I'm not gonna sit around and wait for you to feel like you want to be a part of this relationship. Like husband material, he's going to be there nonstop, constantly. Marriage. I've been married, like I said, 17 years. My husband literally, like we check in at least 5, 6, 7 times a day. Like we could be working, we can be, dealing with the kids, we can be shopping, grocery store, wherever, on our in our separate areas, but we're checking in with each other. Hey, what are you doing? How was your day? What's going on? This, and that. Like, why do I feel like I'm all alone in a relationship? Like, you need to really see if you're in a relationship with yourself, by yourself. Because sometimes guys will literally tell you, like, I'm not in for all of that. Like, I don't want any of this. They would just tell you right up, straight up, like, I don't want it. And you're just holding on, like you're lingering on and try to hold on to this relationship. And he's literally telling you, like, I don't want this. You need to take that as an answer. Take that as a definite, like, no, like he doesn't want it. Stop putting in more to the relationship if you're not getting anything in return. I literally love talking to people. And my number one thing when I do my coaching is I want women to understand that all the love and attention and time you're trying to put into this relationship that's really not working, take that time and focus it on yourself. I did a lot of healing for myself prior to getting married, during my marriage, I'm saying, in the middle of it, towards the meat of it. Like I literally was like healing process. I was literally like on a journey to heal myself, because you have to realize that we are in a world that is so fractured that sometimes we feel like everybody is supposed to just make us feel good and check off all of our boxes, right? And everybody's just supposed to make us, we're supposed to be number one. I see all these beautiful women all over the world, right? All on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm just like, they're so beautiful. And then quite naturally, you want to know why they're single. You know what I'm saying? But it's not for me to judge and make people feel bad about their situation. But my main focus is like why do you feel so alone? Like you should literally, whether you're by yourself or not, like you should literally feel comfortable. You should understand and love your company. You should love the company of other people. You shouldn't feel like you're alone in this world or alone in a relationship. Do the healing, whatever it is that you need to heal from. Take some time and heal yourself. Take some time. If you need to go to therapy, if you need coaching, I'm definitely available. If you need to just talk to a friend, if you need to talk to your mom or your sister or, a close friend, somebody that's not going to take your information and drag you and throw you out there and talk about you and just bring up everything that you share with them, you know, you should be comfortable with someone, right? The people that you're talking to, you should feel comfortable, sharing your information with, and you need to get that healing. You need to get that cleansing, of your body and your soul so that you're not feeling alone. You're not feeling unloved. You're not feeling confused. The next thing is struggling. Why am I struggling? Somebody say, it was so funny. It was like a woman that has a man. I see so many posts, y'all have no idea. I literally, sometimes I screenshot this stuff. Sometimes I just keep scrolling because my phone, I got too much content in my phone. But it was saying something on the lines that you should not be struggling if you have a man, and I 100% agree with that. But let me tell you something about that, okay? Because I'm gonna always give you the real, okay? I'm gonna give you the real deal. There's some people who are in a relationship with a good man or a good woman who choose to struggle, who choose to spend their money, and who choose to waste their money, who choose to be unhappy and ungrateful, who choose to not, what I'm saying, value what they have. I heard a lady say, I was married to this man. He loved everything about me, all the way down to my underwear. And I just felt like I just couldn't be with this person because I wanted more in life. I wanted the finer things. I felt like he wasn't making enough money and all this stuff, right? And so I'm listening to this woman. I'm like, oh my God. And then she tears up because she realizes that everything that she had was like perfect for her. But sometimes we get into a mode where we're looking at celebrities, right? We're looking at people online and we tend to want what they have. You know what I'm saying? And then you start what I'm saying, looking at your own life and trying to compete and compare with these people. Let me just tell you right now, right here, right now, I will never in my life try to compete with somebody that I know I'm not even on their level. Like, why are you even trying to compete with somebody? Um, Take for instance Cardi B. I love Cardi. Cardi's my girl. Why would I compete with Cardi? I do it look like I got $1 million to buy a Birkin? At the end of the day, even if I had a million to just like throw at a couple of Birkin bags, like that's just not something that I truly would want. I'm not a purse girl. I'm not a bag girl. If you see me, if you know me, you know I'm always with a backpack. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that I like. That's my own preference. But there are women out here who will throw away their beautiful relationship, their beautiful, I'm saying, life, their beautiful story, their beautiful marriage, their beautiful family, I'm saying, to go out and try to, get this lifestyle that, that nobody can compete with and nobody can keep up, with, and they're just it's a struggle. You make it a struggle. Live within your means. Like if you don't have it, okay, enjoy what you do have. If you have a 1 bedroom apartment, enjoy the 1 bedroom apartment. If you have a 2 bedroom condo, enjoy the 2 bedroom condo. If you have a mansion, enjoy your mansion. But there's always in the society that we live in, everybody wants more and more and more. And nobody's happy with what they have. So my question to you is, if you're in a relationship or if you're not in a relationship and you're struggling, why are you struggling? Do you choose to struggle? Or is it just a way of life? Because honestly, we don't have to struggle. Like we literally have it within us to get up out of the struggle. Like I was thinking about our ancestors and how they fought and how they died. And me and my kids and my husband, we always like joke about like I couldn't be a slave. Like literally, like they would just have to kill me, right? But I think about our ancestors, right? And I think about those people who literally they worked and worked and worked and worked like for nothing, for nothing. And here we are complaining about our wages. We're complaining about the jobs that we go to. We're complaining about, not getting a raise. We're complaining about not being the top seller. We're complaining about, not eating steaks and lobsters. We're complaining about all these things. And here our ancestors were put in a position where they didn't even get the pay that they needed. Like they literally like worked and slaved for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that we live in a society where we have so many choices, but we have to really get into a place where we just need to be more just grateful, and more just compassionate and more have more gratitude. Like it is just I literally had a conversation, like literally with my family, one of my family members, and I was like you are literally like why are you so negative? Like you're so ungrateful, you're so negative, and I just don't understand how you can feel that that's okay, and how you feel like you're going to enjoy life with that negative mentality and that negative mindset. Like, where do you think you're going with that? You're not coming here and we're not doing this. So, my thing is this: no one should be struggling. Like, you literally should not, especially if you're in a relationship, you should not be struggling. Like, what? Why are you struggling? Like, okay, you make $7 an hour. Okay, let's just say that. Say you make $7.25. Let's just make it even, right? You make $7.25. The gas price is $5. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But look, you just bought a wig for $100. You got your nails done, $150. You eating out every day of the week. It's adding up. $20 here, $20 there, $30. I told my kids this whole month of May, we're not doing that. Not eating out. And I did this fitness challenge, and I told y'all, when I come looking cute and I come fit, don't be asking me what I did, because I already told y'all what I was doing, right? I told y'all I was doing the fitness challenge. But let's just say, hey, you make that $7.25. You bought this wig, it's $100. You got your nails done. You bought a let me see, I don't know, a Coach purse or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You bought a little outfit for you and your son, like y'all studying, y'all did y'all little Mother's Day pictures and stuff, you know. And then like at the end of the month, no, it ain't even the end of the month. What's today? The 12th? You know what I'm saying? And like, money is funny and change is strange. But my thing is this: live within your means. I will always be like the woman who was like, no matter what I had, no matter what my husband brought in, no matter what I brought in, like I'm going to stretch it. Like we gonna make this work, baby. We gonna make this work, and I will be damned. And I'm gonna say it right on national TV. I'll be damned if I'm gonna put myself before my kids' needs. I'm gonna be damned if I'm gonna put my vanity before my kids. Like, you know how many wigs I got? And you know how much they cost? $20, $30, $12.99, $13. Because I understand I'm a type of person where I like to change up my look. So I'm not going to spend a whole ton of money. But if that's you and you want to do it, do it. But what I'm saying is this: when struggle comes, think about last month. Look at your bank statement. Go down. I literally did this a couple of months ago. I literally looked at my bank statement and was like, damn. Like, I am literally eating out, eating out, eating out, eating out, eating out, eating out, eating out. Hey, we eating good. But guess what? We eating good, but stuff is adding up. The stuff is not cheap. I would rather go to the store and spend $200. I feel much better spending $200 at a grocery store and knowing that I'm gonna have food for like a week. You know what I'm saying? 2-3 weeks. Like, I literally feel better that way. Than to take that $300 and eat out for one day. So my thing is this: if you're struggling, go back and look at your bank statement. Go back and look at your bank statement. I'm gonna tell you, like, okay, don't play with me in figures and numbers, because I'm already knowing, like, we spend way too much money on stuff. So back to the struggle. If you're in a relationship and you're with a man and you're struggling, or you by yourself and you're struggling, you need to check and see why you're struggling, because there's no reason for us to be struggling, right? It's just no reason. So we're talking about what makes a man husband material. And I went down the list and said, if you're with a man and you're feeling confused, unloved, alone, you're struggling, then you need to see if this is really the relationship you want to continue to pursue. Because if you are going to pursue this and you're going to marry this man, be prepared to be confused, unloved, struggling, and alone. And then the last thing is insecure. This one right here, like, it really, truly, I resonate with this word so much, because there's so many people who are insecure but don't come out and say that they're insecure. But the saddest thing to be with someone in a relationship who knows you're insecure, and then they play on your insecurities, right? It's like, if I was insecure about whatever, right? Like whatever. Say for instance, I was insecure about my hair. You know what I'm saying? Just hypothetically speaking, because I'm not. Um, and I had a man who I was with who was always putting me down about my hair and was always like, "Where's your wig?" Or, like, "What you gonna do to your hair?" Like what? Where you going? Like, I would just be flipping out. Like, wait a minute. Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What am I doing with my hair? Like, I saw a video. It was a girl was heading out the door, and the man was like, "Where are you going?" And she was like, "I'm going out." And he was like, "Don't you need your wig?" It was funny. It was a little comedy skit. You know how they put those little reels and stuff on Facebook. And like, she literally was like, don't do me, right? Don't do me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine if you was in a relationship and he wasn't joking. Like, he was serious, like dead ass. And like, he told you like where you think you going? Not going nowhere with me looking like that. Like, I could walk out of my house right now, hand in hand with my husband, and he'd be just fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, these little twist back cornrows ain't hurt nobody, right? But imagine being in a situation or a relationship with somebody who you deem as husband material, and they're looking at you like, girl. And that's the thing that I didn't understand when it came to a lot of the stuff that Kevin Samuels was talking about, and how he was really focusing on people's appearance. And I'm like, man, you have not seen the world. Like, Black women are winning. Okay, we are winning in every area, and I'm just gonna stop and just say that, like, we're winning, and I'm gonna make this a clip, and I hope this become like a little gift. Like, we are winning in so many areas. Like, bruh, like, you have no idea what we've accomplished as Black women. You have no idea how much we love ourselves. You have no idea how far we've come with the way how we take care of our hair and how we do our makeup, and we're doing nails, and we're building things, and we're creating things, and we're becoming entrepreneurs and authors and speakers and life coaches. And oh my God, it's so beautiful to watch and see. And for you to tear it down and say, because you're educated, or because you are a nurse, or because you're 35 and you have kids, that you're unwanted, you're unloved. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around all this information and all this negativity. Like, I don't understand how, like, you could, like, sit and listen to that. Because whatever you feed your spirit, that's what's going to grow. Or whatever you feed yourself, and you keep telling yourself, and you, even if you're not telling yourself, if you're just listening to it constantly, negativity is going to set in. Bitterness is going to set in. I literally wake up every day, look in the mirror. I don't care how I look. I look in the mirror and be like, dang, you look good. Like, oh my God. Have you seen yourself today? Like, have you seen yourself today? So if you're in a relationship with a man who is not lifting you up, who is not making you feel like you are the baddest female out there, who's not making you feel like, oh my God, you are dipped in gold. Oh my God. Like, if he's not praising you, the Bible said that a husband will praise his wife. If you're not with a man like that, I don't know what you're doing. Because honestly, there are men out here who will worship you. There are men out here who will literally, like, give everything for you, who will lay their life down for you, who will take their last and give it to you. And if you thinking that there's not no men out there like that, then you talking to the wrong gentleman. I'm talking to the wrong man. Like, I want to just rally women up to let them know, like, love yourself so freaking much, so hard, that it will just, like, you will just release an aroma out into the world, into the universe, where people will just walk past and be like, oh my God, like, oh Jesus. I'm like, oh my God, like, just fall. And I'm not talking about no weird demonic stuff. I'm talking about real love, genuine, authentic love for yourself, that every time you come into the presence of a real man and a real king and a real queen, they will see that love on you, and they will have to stop and recognize who they're in the presence of. I'm like, I don't understand why you're accepting anything less. Why are you accepting anything less? Why are you accepting the bare minimum? Why are you accepting someone who's keeping you confused? You're up all night. You're gaining weight. You're losing weight. You're losing hair. You're struggling. You're giving them all your money. You ain't got no money. You unloved. You're alone. You're insecure. Like, why are you dealing with that? Husband material, baby. Husband material. Let me just tell you, husband material is not gonna have you confused. He gonna have you right. There's been so many times, right, where I'm just like, I'm just so in my head. I'm so a Capricorn, right? I'm just like blah blah blah. And my husband is like, babe, this is what it is. And this is how it is. Y'all think I just got this knowledge because like I'm just like 36 and I'm a life coach or whatever, love coach. Like literally, like most of my content I get is because like I'm literally right here with my husband. Like we talk about it. Like we're talking about everything, right? We're talking about, what is husband material? Because he was. You know what I'm saying? Like when I met him, wow, it was so funny because I came to church. Y'all gotta get the book. I'm not giving y'all all the secrets. Y'all gotta get the book. Y'all gotta get the book. But I met him at church, and I was checking him out. I'm not even gonna lie. I was literally like looking at him like. It was funny because he was like a minister. Like he was very young. He was a minister. They would minister anybody, right? He was playing the keyboard, but he was really like into God. And then the crazy thing about it is I was too, but I didn't really want nobody to know. You know what I'm saying? I literally believed at a very young age, maybe the age of 8 or 9, that I had healing powers. And my mom would be sick and she would literally wake me up. And we talk about this all the time. She would wake me up and she would be like, pray for me. And I would be like, okay, cool. I just went to prayer mode, right? I don't know. It's like, how did I know that? How did I know that, like, to pray and what to pray for, what to pray about? But I don't know. We had this connection, me and her and God, and I would literally pray for her and she would literally get healed. And I would literally go back and say, hey, how do you feel? And she would be like, I feel better. And then I would go to sleep. So I had this connection with God, right? Like that's why I don't want any of you guys who are Christian women who have a relationship with God to cross that off because you feel like no man would check that box. Like keep that godly man on that list. Keep him on that list. Because when I was praying for a husband, I literally had that on my list that I really wanted somebody who feared God, who loved God, like who was literally going to help lead me and keep me, I'm saying, like in the forefront of God's mind. You know what I'm saying? I wanted somebody who was really interested in God and who loved God more than he loved me. And I literally got that. And I remember talking to my husband about things, and we would be like, we weren't even dating. I think we were just friends. And I would call him on the phone, and I would just talk to him and I would ask like questions like, hey, what did you do today? Just the normal shooting the breeze. And he would be like, hey, I went to Bible study. And I would just ask him like, what did they talk about? I was a nerd. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little nerd. I wanted to know because that was what I love. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if you get with somebody who really loves what you love, like you guys vibe. Say it, for instance, if you're into anime, all right, however you name it. And he's like, oh my God, the newest anime just came out. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. And you just like, oh my God, I saw that. Like, I love that. Oh my God, did you see the way they drew them and just the structure of their body and their clothes and all that, right? And you guys are just going back and forth, right? That's genuine, authentic, just connection, right? Like we were just vibing, and like he would literally tell me stuff about the Bible and what happened in the Bible study. And what he didn't know is that like I had a connection and a love for that type of stuff. And I used to we would go to church when we were younger, while all my siblings will be knocked out, on the pew, on the dirty pews, I would literally be sitting up listening to the message. I literally would be listening to it. I would literally listen to what the pastor had to say because I felt like whatever he had to say was important enough for me to stay woke, first of all. And if what he was saying was that intriguing to get all these people attention, why not listen? Now you have to worry about me. I was there. I was there. And I listened to it. So when we would talk about, just shooting a breeze, he would tell me like, hey, like, this is what the Bible said, blah, 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 things like that. And so what I'm saying to you, when it comes to like husband material, everybody's husband is going to look different. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Like, I'm glad my husband is not like anybody else's. Like, I literally couldn't deal with nobody else. Like, I really, like, I literally could not, right? I could not. And I'm pretty sure you couldn't either. Come on. It's like, to me, it's like your person is your person. So when it comes to thinking about a man who husband material, make sure that the things that you're looking for connects and resonate with you, and you're not pushing your standards, or you're not pushing like your, I don't know, just like your model, your mode, and the way you do things and the way you are, who you are. You're not pushing that to the side, because if you're pushing yourself to the side and constantly chopping yourself down and saying, I'm not going to be this person in front of him, then guess what? The real person is going to show their head eventually. If you're a health addict and you are a health nut and you love to work out and you love to exercise and you love to check yourself out in the mirror every 2 minutes, baby, you want to be with somebody who's like that. You're not going to want to be with nobody who's going to be like, why are you doing all that? I'm not going to the gym. I'm about to go eat some freaking chips and pop open a Mountain Dew. Like, I'm not doing that today. Like, you will be miserable. So my thing is this: whatever he is, speak that into existence. I don't understand why we feel that we can manifest whatever we want, but we can't manifest a man. Like, we can literally speak it into existence. When I was, looking for the perfect candidate, and nobody crossed off the list except for the husband I married, he checked off every box. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally was like, I wanted him to be this height. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanted him to be this build. I wanted him to look like this. Like, I literally was like down to the letter. So when it comes to what makes a man husband material, how is he with you? Is he comforting? Is he kind? Is he loving? Is he going to be there to help you and support you, or he's going to put you down? Like, is he going to love everything about you? Like, everything, even your awkward moments, right? Even when you don't have no makeup on, even when you don't have your hair laid, it ain't pinned back, you ain't got no wig on. Like, is he going to love you, girl? Is he really going to love you? Is he really going to put up with you? Is he really going to be there for you? Or is he going to be constantly putting you down, making you feel bad about yourself, making you feel like you just not the one? I just cannot deal with that. I cannot deal with somebody who's going to keep somebody in limbo. Like, why are you keeping this girl in limbo? Let her go, let him go, so that they can find their perfect person. They can find the person that is perfect for them. Like, I'm not going to keep you in limbo if I know you're not my man. If I know you're not the man for me. Like, first of all, I'm not going to keep you in limbo. I'm not going to keep you, I guess I'll sleep with him again. I guess I'll give him some tonight, I guess. But that's not what I really want. Like, I really want this, or I really want that. I guess I'll wait for him, get out of jail. I guess I'll have to deal with the drugs. I guess I got to deal with the cussing and the smoking and the baby mamas. And I guess I got to deal with the attitude, him cussing me out because I can't get nobody better. Like, why do you think like that? Why do you succumb to these behaviors? Why, my child? Do you feel that you don't deserve better? There is better out there. You just got to reach up and grab it. Pray for it. Believe it. Claim it. Manifest it. whatever term you're using, like it can work for you. It can happen for you. I laugh about this all the time because I always tell myself if I wasn't married today, like would I really want to be married? And like honestly, the reason why I feel like I'm married because that was a desire in my heart years ago. Sometimes I feel like people just want this desire or they just want this because everybody else is doing it now. Like, was that really a desire of yours like 5 years ago? How about 10 years ago? How about a year ago when you was doing hot girl summer? Like, was that really a desire of yours to be married? Because it has to be a desire. You have to desire not just to be married, but to be a wife. Like that is just a big role. It's just a big responsibility. And I don't think a lot of people really put that much thought into it. They say they want to get married. They say they want a relationship. They say they want kids. They say all this stuff. Yeah, it sounds good. It looks good. But until you're actually in it, it's a lot of work. And I don't think a lot of people are willing to do the work. They want the title. They want the actual event, the whole wedding, the whole look at me. I'm in my dress. I'm in my white dress and my ring. And I got my hair done and I got my makeup done. And I got the wedding party. But okay, after the honeymoon, now what? And I think a lot of men out there, they claim they want to be married. They claim they want this woman. They claim they want this wife. They claim they want this relationship, but they use so many women. They sleep with so many women. And then they like, dang, and they finally get down to it when they're like 37, 38, 39, 40. And they're like, dang. They start thinking about it. And they like, oh man, Keisha was the man. She really loved me. Erica, oh yeah, she did too. And they start reminiscing, right? They start reminiscing about their past relationships. And they realize they dogged out a lot of women. And then they start trying to circle back and say, hey, what's going on with you? And she like, nothing, whatever. Like, I got my life together, I'm doing my thing or whatever. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, I just stumbled up on your Instagram. I'm gonna just tell it like it is. I stumbled up on your Instagram and I just wanted to know if you wanted to do dinner. And she's like, that would be nice, but I'm married now. And now the next question is, are you happy? When the next question should be, girl, when did that happen or whatever? And she'll tell you, after you broke her heart, left her out there to rot. She found a man who was her perfect match and they got married. But the sad thing about this situation is she really loved you. And you know that. And now you're going to play on her emotions. So what you need to do is just leave her alone. Just leave her alone. Leave her husband alone too. leave the whole family alone. But my thing is this, you guys, and I truly want you guys to understand that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to not only be with a person, but it's also work being with you. And if you can tolerate you, and you can love you, you can heal and get over some of your hurdles and your burdens and some of your pain and your struggles. When the right person come in due time, you will be in a better position to understand if this is someone who's going to be a potential mate for marriage or somebody that's just like, y'all just having fun. You know what I'm saying? Like you will be in a position to understand and how to navigate that relationship, right? You won't be stuck in a balance. Like you shouldn't be like 50 years old, like still struggling with relationship, like still like getting in, having one night stands and stuff. Like it should be a mutual agreement. Like this is my man or my woman, and we're gonna do this. And it's like, what are you afraid of? Honestly, what are you afraid of? I would rather be more afraid to just to give myself to so many people than to be with one person and it not work. I would rather like see if it works than to be out here juggling with 15 different people who doesn't even value me. who leaves me confused, insecure, alone, struggling, unloved. Like, why would I do that? And then we have a lot of people out here who feel like, well, I don't want to get married. Yeah, been there, done that, and that's fine. That's great. I commend you. But also be kind and courteous to people who are married. And if you do come across a man who's married, be respectful. Or a woman who's married, be respectful. And things like that in that nature. And be positive about it. Because even if it didn't work for you, doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to work for the next person. I have so many different makeup lines, and some work for me and some don't. But I'm not gonna be like, oh girl, don't ever use that, don't ever use this, don't ever use that because it doesn't work. No, it just didn't work for my skin. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's not gonna work for the next person. So we have to be mindful of that. So let's not give out the wrong advice or the negative advice. If it doesn't work for you, fine. But let everybody have their moment. If they want to get married, let them get married. If they don't want to get married, then so be it. But I'm never gonna, even if my relationship fell apart, God forbid, I would never in my life tell anybody I would never get married. Like, ever say that. Like, marriage is such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful exchange, such a beautiful time. I literally posted a video. It was like a few seconds, you know what I'm saying? A few seconds of my life that I posted. And you can take it or leave it. You can look at it or judge it. But it's just a few moments, and I was just like, I just love being married. Like, I just love being married. It's such a beautiful experience to love somebody, and then for them to love you back. It's such a beautiful thing. And I wouldn't trade that for the world, because I think sometimes we feel that we may love people or we may lust after them, but are they really giving us what we need? You know what I'm saying? Are they truly giving us everything that we need? Not only the comfort, and the sexual experience, but are they really there to talk you, what I'm saying, talk some sense into you and talk you off the ledge? Are they there to comfort you? Are they there to listen to you and just be there? You know what I'm saying? Just their presence. They don't even have to say nothing. You just know that they have your back, right? Like, that to me is such a beautiful experience. And if you find someone like that, I pray you do. And if you find someone like that, you treat them well, and you allow them to be who they are, and you are allowed to be who you are, and you guys work on yourself so that way you can have a healthy relationship. It's been fun. It's been nice. It's been a whole 52 minutes. Oh my God, I'm super excited. Everything that's just been going on in the world, it's been very, very disheartening. A lot of black men have been going to jail. A lot of black men have been dying. A lot of black men have been angry. Um, I've just been seeing so much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of hurt. It's just a lot of hurt, a lot of drama, a lot of just pent up frustration in the black community. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on in other communities, but I just want you guys to really understand that everybody's human, and we need to really be kind to people, and we really need to love them, and we really need each other. Like, I love that black people are like, we are just silly, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna say how it is, you know what I'm saying? And like, we feel like you should be able to take it or leave it, but we should understand that everybody has feelings and emotions, and everybody's not gonna take your humor and understand your humor. So you need to be in a place where you are receptive, you know what I'm saying, of people. And just like you can come on somebody's platform and talk crap, realize that somebody can do that to your platform as well, right? So just be kind of what you say and what you're putting out there in the universe, because stuff is circling back. I am not big on karma, but I'm just like, dang, I'm more so you reap what you sow, right? And the judgment that you judge with, you should be judged. So if you have a harsh judgment for people, guess what? You're gonna be met with that harsh judgment. And it may not come from your followers or your friends, but it's definitely gonna come from God. So be careful what you do and what you put out in the universe. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you attract. Be careful how you treat people. Like I'm such a big carer of people, and I feel because I feel like I've been gifted with that responsibility to care. You know what I'm saying? And I feel, and that's why when people tell me stories about how people do them, I'm baffled. Like I'm literally like in shock. Like I'm like, they said that to you? They did that to you? I would never bruh, it's sad. You know, it's really sad that we live in a world where people just do not value other people, you know, and they just do not love other people. And it's so much that's hurting us that we feel like we mask a lot of our feelings and our emotions, and so we lash out at people, we make people feel bad, we laugh at the death of people, we poke fun, we talk stuff, like we do all these things, but then we don't realize that what we put out there into the universe is going to come back to haunt us. So just be careful how you treat people. Be careful how you treat yourself. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Be mindful of what you put out into the universe. You know, be mindful of that. Let that be your guiding light. Let that be your force, because at the end of the day, we're all going to give an account for what we do in this body. God's going to say, Victoria Taylor, Lady V, whatever you want to call yourself, what were you doing Thursday night at 7 o'clock, you know, p.m.? And I'm gonna be like, I was literally getting ready to go on live and my light wasn't working. Like, I'll have to give an account. Like, he has everything like we've ever done written down in a book. So just be mindful. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I'm trying to just give you guys some perspective. Make sure you grab the book, Life and Love with Lady V. This is my I don't know if you call it memoir. It's definitely a story. 20 chapters, but it's an easy read though. It's an easy read. I love this book for real. Like I literally put my heart and soul in here. So if you want to get it, it's on Amazon. I think it's like 17 books. This one is on Amazon for 10, I think. No more backups. Have a happy married by morning. Me and my husband wrote this. And then I have another book on Amazon too. Every day is Valentine's Day. I did a little lingerie shoot in that one, talking about loving yourself as women, loving your body, being accepting of your body positivity, things like that. So I love you guys. It's been fun. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I go live Thursday nights at 7 p.m. My little camera thingy was acting up, and then there was an accident on in the street like a couple of minutes before I got home. But I love you guys, and as always, love yourself, love other people, and just stay true to yourself, stay authentic, because that's what we need in this world. I love you all so much. I'm glad you guys like my hair. I'll let it out tomorrow. It'll be a big afro. All right, you guys have a good night, and I will see you all to next Thursday, I think. Yeah, we'll go live next Thursday. All right, love you guys. See you on the gram on Facebook. Peace out.